here are some of these searches I did earlier today, and then some of them I just did. This term ethnic cleansing. Wikipedia I use to sort of look up things that I either already know something about or to get instant information. I don't find it to be consistently reliable in terms of the information and the way it's presented and that sort of thing. And so, I mean, it has a lot of articles about a lot of things. But usually, I mean, as I said, I will look at Wikipedia to find information about things I already know something about, to get more ideas about it, or if I have no idea what something is, I will look it up and then sort of get some idea about it and then kind of look elsewhere to try to get more information that I feel might be more factual, more presented in a less biased way. You never really know. You never really know what you're going to get with Wikipedia. I think it's relevant. I definitely think it's relevant. I mean, the idea of calling it, just consistently and constantly calling a particular person dirty, and applying another standard to them than what you apply to the people in power is, this is basically all. It's basically all the same thing, and it's been that way since the very beginning. That's what the conglomerate does. It's just the exact same thing. Has happened many places, many times throughout world history. Let's see. What else did I? Yeah. And then there are other people who also understand the implication of the term ethnic cleansing in particular. And so the search results again. There's only so much you can do about the way that things get presented, the way that stories are able to make their way to the internet. So here's this. This is a very old term, something that Jews got called all the time. And then, of course, this other stereotype about Jews having a lot of money. Some do and some don't, like everybody else in the world. Yeah, and things are getting worse. Things all around the world have gotten worse, while the conglomerate has been has been creating tragedy where there didn't have to be tragedy, and then ignoring other situations that were already there that it could have been doing something about all this time. So, yeah, I mean, President Obama is a terrible hypocrite. He really, truly is. So separate facilities. I'm assuming there are people who don't know this, and I think there are also probably people who are unwilling to draw the obvious parallel between everything that has happened in the past few years and what used to happen to black people all the time. It was eventually declared unconstitutional, but it was separate but equal facilities. But it was the sort of thing that used to get you killed. I mean, if you went into the wrong place, even by an accident. If you went into, there were signs. And I'm sure there are people who don't know this. There were signs that said colored, and signs that, and then I don't know if they actually had signs that said white, but I know that they had signs that said colored. If you were a black person and you tried to use a white bathroom, even if you did it by accident, you could really seriously get into trouble. And certainly if you really made a point of trying to do it, you could just get killed. They could just kill you just like that, and it would nothing would happen to people who did this to you. It's what's happened over the past few years is unbelievably sickening. It is absolutely and entirely sickening in every way. And this separate but equal thing, even though it was the law for years and years and years, just like slavery used to be legal for years and years and years. People lived out their entire lives as slaves. People lived out their entire lives living in the segregated United States. It was eventually declared unconstitutional, right?